How's it going? I'm here to help you cut through the marketing noise and look at what's actually sitting on your pad. For those new to the channel, I come at this with a background as a Navy nuclear electrical operator and over 17 years as a technician and contractor. I have been running the HVAC for Beginners website for more than 2 decades. Most people assume buying a premium name brand guarantees a better build, but that assumption can cost you thousands for the exact same steel and copper. Today we are looking at 2 heavy hitters, Payne and Trane, to see if the extra cost for the big name actually buys you a better machine. When we talk brand heritage, you need to understand who is actually turning the wrenches in the factory. Payne is part of the Carrier global family, serving as their entry-level value brand alongside names like Bryant. Trane is the flagship brand for Trane Technologies, and they also manufacture American Standard. There is a massive price gap between a subsidiary like Payne and a flagship like Trane. Usually you're paying for the name and a slightly different cabinet design, but sometimes that price jump is justified by internal tech. Looking at the physical build, the Trane 5 TTX 5 features a heavy-duty louvered coil guard, which is the gold standard for cabinet protection. The Payne PA5SAN5 utilizes a wire grill, which provides much less protection for the outdoor coil. In terms of noise, the Trane unit is exceptionally quiet for a base tier model at 71 decibels. The Payne unit is louder at 74 decibels. And while 3 decibels sounds small, sound pressure doubles every 3 decibels, so you will notice the Payne if it is by a bedroom window. On the efficiency side, both of these units are single-stage systems, which are like a standard light switch, not a dimmer. The Trane 5 TTX5 delivers a 14.8 SEER rating, while the Payne PA5SAN5 sits at 15.2 SEER. In a typical cooling season, that slightly higher SEER on the Payne will shave a few extra dollars off your electric bill. Now for 2026 pricing, you can expect the Payne at an average installed price of around $4,800. The Trane jumps up significantly to about $7,750 for a standard installation. That is a nearly $3,000 premium for the Trane name, and you must ask if that cost will return its value over 15 years. For maintenance, I always tell clients to keep it simple and clean outdoor coils with a gentle garden hose spray every spring. If you see your unit icing up, do not blame the outdoor unit, because icing is almost always an indoor airflow problem from a dirty filter or plugged evaporator coil. The warranty is where brands show their hand and both offer a standard 10-year parts and 10-year compressor warranty, which is the industry norm. However, neither of these specific models offers a unit replacement warranty, so if your compressor fails in year 8, you still pay labor and refrigerant costs. There is a recall note for Trane involving certain gas and electric packaged units due to a fuel gas valve issue, though not for the exact unit we are reviewing. That recall points to potential general manufacturing or safety concerns for the brand. The verdict is clear: if you want better cabinet protection and significantly quieter operation, Trane is a solid choice despite the premium. But for the 2026 season, the winner is Payne, because even with the wire grill, it offers higher efficiency for thousands less than the Trane. You are getting the same corporate engineering as a Carrier unit, but at a much more aggressive price point. Shop like a pro, and make sure to check out the head-to-head tool at HVAC for Beginners to compare these models against the other brands.